Ever notice how you can feel so much empathy for strangers' problems, but when it comes to your own family or friends, you get easily frustrated or impatient? It may be the same situation, but somehow your tolerance towards your dad's depression, your partner's tiredness, or your sister's divorce just disappears. It actually makes complete psychological sense, and it doesn't mean that you're cold, broken, or a psycho. When you watch a video, let's say about someone's addiction and homelessness, yes, you're emotionally moved, but you're also safe. You're not responsible for their recovery, their well-being, or the consequences of the choices. That psychological distance allows your empathy to flow freely because there's no personal cost involved. But with parents, partners, and close friends, the stakes feel higher. Their pain also affects your life, your emotional load, your routines, and your future. Your empathy also becomes tied to your effort, your boundaries, and your responsibility in a given situation. That extra weight can turn into frustration simply because it's heavy to carry. When you repeatedly witness a loved one's anxiety or depressive chronic spirals, it numbs your empathy. You stopped reacting with tender concern each time, and most likely you shift into problem solving, defensiveness, or avoidance, especially if you feel powerless to help them. Your emotional reserves get depleted more quickly around those you love. In other words, with strangers, it's just empathy, but with parents, partners, friends, or your children, it's empathy plus all the subconscious patterns you carry, roles you were assigned, expectations, your own childhood scripts, unfinished emotional business. Those layers can definitely blunt compassion and increase irritability, even if you deeply adore the person in front of you. But does it mean that we're all doomed? Of course not. But it's good to be aware of this and give yourself some space when you need it. There's nothing wrong with this. Become familiar with your triggers, as well as your denial or avoidance patterns. Communicate your frustrations without getting personal by focusing on your feelings. Be okay with admitting that you can't fix this. Reframe your expectations and consider what is realistic to expect from people, especially when they themselves are probably traumatized in some way. Take a walk if you feel overwhelmed. You're allowed to pause the conversation. If the dynamic becomes really toxic, consider therapy or face the realization that maybe your relationship with someone has nothing else to offer you or them.